Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and welcome to part 2 of the One Piece TCG introduction, the demo event. Today we have already went through the tutorials in the previous video. If you haven't checked them out, then be sure to check those out because that is quite an important part. But this is us about to join in and try out the deck for the first time. So we are going to be using the Straw Hat Crew deck, and we are going to be against the Animal Kingdom Pirates. So, right, okay. So we can actually see what is in the deck here. So let's take a quick look. So, okay. So there is our leader. We can click this. So, once per turn, give this leader or one of your characters one rested on. He's got 5,000 power. He is Supernovas / Straw Hat Crew. The attribute is Strike. Rarity L. Card category leader and color red. Okay, interesting. We have 2 of the guard point event. Counter, your leader or one of your characters gains plus 3,000 power during this battle. So that's where it says counter. And trigger is if you take it in the damage. Your leader or one of your characters gains plus 1,000 power during this turn. Oh, so it's not for the battle, it's for the turn. That's quite cool. Let's see here, Gum Gum Jet Pistol. So the main effect, presumably that is like playing as a normal spell in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is KO one of your opponent's characters with 6,000 power or less. Oh, that's quite strong, but it does cost 4 to play it. And if it's trigger, then activate this card's main effect. Oh, so if you get in trigger, you can just kill an opponent's card. That's interesting. Okay, so if you're ever attacking Straw Hats, attack with your leader last, is what it's saying, because that can just kill your cards on the field. That's interesting. And Diablo Jambe. Of course, it is Sanji. So the main effect is select one of your Straw Hat type leader or character cards. Your opponent cannot activate blocker if that leader or character card attacks this turn. So it's only a 1 cost, so that's fairly fine. And if you get it in trigger, then KO one of your opponent's blocker characters with a cost of 3 or less. Also quite strong. And then the stage, we only have this one stage with is the 1,000 Sunny. And its effect is you may rest this stage. One Straw Hat Crew type leader or character on your field gets plus 1,000 power during this turn. And then we have the characters. So we've got 4 of everything apart from the last 3, which we only have 2 of each. So we have Usopp first. He is cost 2, and you have to equip 2 Dawn to him to give them the ability. When attacking, your opponent cannot activate a blocker character that has 5,000 or more power during this battle. And if you get it in a trigger, then you just get to play the card. That's pretty cool. We have Vikaru, which does nothing. He is 1 cost and he has 3,000 power, but he does have a counter of 1,000. Oh, so it tells you the counter on the left hand side and it tells you the power up here. That's how it works. Do you have any counters? He's got a counter plus 1,000. Okay. He's only got 2,000 power though, so he's a little bit weaker than Karu. Karu has 3,000 power. Sanji is 2 cost and has 4,000 power. And you can give him 2 Dawn to give this character rush, which means he can attack first in the first turn, but he doesn't have any counter. Interesting. So sometimes you have to sacrifice counter to get off better effects. Jumbi has 5,000 power, but he's 3 cost, and you can give him 1 Dawn to give him the effect. When attacking, your leader or one of your characters other than this card gains 1,000 power during this turn. That's interesting. Chopper, he's 1 cost, only 1,000 power. He doesn't have any counter, but he is a blocker. After your opponent declares an attack, you may rest this card to make it the new target of the attack. Very cool. We have Nami, who is also 1 cost. In active main, once per turn, give 1 rested Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters. Oh, so she's the same as the 1,000 Sunny, but she's a character. She's got 1,000 power and she's got 1,000 counter as well. That's interesting. We have Nico Robin, who doesn't have any abilities, but she does have counter 1000. She's 3 cost and she's got 5000 attack, which is pretty huge. We have Vivi, who is the honorary Straw Hat. Has 4000 power, 1000 counter, and no other skills. They've got Frankie, who is big. He is a 4 cost with 6000 power and 1000 counter. Interesting. I kind of prefer Nico Robin having 5000 for being a 3 drop rather than 6000 for being a 4 drop. Let's see here. Brook, so we only get 2 of this card, so I wonder if it's better. So he's 2 cost, 3000 power, 2000 counter, which is stronger. And on play, give up to 2 Rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters. That seems really good. Because, I mean, he's 2 cost to play, so you have to rest 2 of your Dawn cards anyway, and then you just immediately give those 2 Rested Dawn cards to one of your cards. Can you give it to himself? I don't see any reason that you can't. On play, give 2 rested cards to your leader or one of your characters. Then he is one of your characters. So that's practically a 5000 attack. Oh, but he can't attack in his first turn, he doesn't have rush. So there wouldn't be any point to that. Okay, I see where the issue lies there. But still, very cool that you can just give it to your leader. Luffy is 5 drop, so he must be quite powerful. 6000 power. He has rush. This card can attack in the turn which is played. Oh, so he's got rush naturally, and then you can Dawn 2, and when this card is attacking, your opponent cannot activate blockers during this battle. Wow, that's pretty strong. So you just pay the 5 cost and you don't have to do anything else with him. You can just have him attack. But if you give him the 2 additional Dawn as well, then he nullifies blockers as well. That is pretty cool. And then we only have 2 Zoro, which is 3 cost and has 5000 power. And Dawn 1, this character gains 1000 power. Ah, right. Okay, that was the thing that we saw. So he doesn't have any counter. That was the thing that we saw, that we gave Zoro 1 Dawn and his attack, instead of going up to 6000, went up to 7000. That's because of this effect here. Okay, so very cool. So we know what is going on in the deck now. So hello everyone and welcome back. A really silly thing is when I click the back symbol up here, that is also where the stop button is for the recording, so I'm going to have to clip these together. So this is going to be part 2. In part 3 is where we're actually going to play the game, but in part 2 we're just going to look at the cards. So we looked at all the cards for Luffy first of all. This one we're going to look at all the cards for Kaido. So let's see here. Kaido, his main skill is active main, is once per turn you can Dawn 7. You may return the specified number of Dawn from your field to your Dawn deck to trash one of your opponent's life cards. Ooh. Wow. So you have to return 7 cards from your Dawn deck from your fields. Wow. That's a lot to deal 1 damage. Okay. That doesn't seem very good. I mean, like, sure, it gets rid of an opponent's life, but it's an incredible cost to do so. Let's see what this one does. Lead Performer Disaster. Main 1, draw 1 card, then add 1 card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. Wow, that's really good. And trigger, if you trigger it, activate this card's main effect. So yeah, so this is 4 cost to draw a card and add a card from your Dawn deck as active. So it's really 3 cost, when you think about it that way. This one is Brachial Bomber, which is 6 cost, and its main is KO one of your opponent's characters with cost 6 or less, and then add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it as active. And the trigger is add 1 Dawn from your Dawn deck and set it as active as well. But that's 6 cost, which is 6 cost is a lot. This is counter 1 Dawn. You may return the specified number of Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck. your leader or one of your characters gains plus 4,000 until the end of this battle. So that's 4,000 is quite a lot, but you have to get rid of one of your Dawn in order to do that. And this one is Onigushima. So active during your main, you may rest this stage if your leader has Animal Kingdom Pirates to add one Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. That's quite powerful. So it gives you additional Dawn. Okay, so there's a lot of this deck that gains Dawn, but also all of it costs Dawn as well. So on play Dawn 1, you may return the number of Dawn cards from your deck, from your field to your deck. Play one page 1 with the cost of 4 or less from your hand. Okay, so Altace just summons page 1. Which one is page 1? Can we just see that before we go any further? Okay, there we go. There's page 1. So page 1 is 4-drop and he has 6,000 power. So you just get to summon him for free by returning one Dawn from your field back to your Dawn deck. So Kaido is 9 cost. So Dawn -5. You may return the specified number of Dawn in your field to your deck. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. This card gets rushed this turn. This card can attack in the turn of which it's played. That's 10,000 power as well. Okay, so he is absolutely ginormous and huge, but he does have that Dawn -5, which is quite costly. 9 cost? 9 is huge. Okay. 6-drop. On play, Dawn -1. Why are so many things -1 Dawn? You may return the specified number of Dawn cards from your field to your Dawn deck to KO one of your opponent's characters with cost 4 or less. See, Dawn -1 is a lot nicer than Dawn -5. That's huge. Let's see here. Queen. Queen is 5-drop, 6,000 power, and blocker. After your opponent declares an attack, you may rest this to make this the new target of attack, and it's got 6,000 power, so it's quite huge. He also has 1,000 counter. On play, Dawn -1, you may return the specified number of Dawn from your deck, draw 2 cards, and trash one from your hand. Unless there's something that's like call like 5 cards, 5 cards from your Dawn deck as rest. A lot of this isn't working. So this is 3 costs, and on play Dawn -1, draw 1 card. Okay, and 4,000 power. Sheep's Head is 4,000 power, no effect, 1,000 counter, costs 2. We have Jack, who is on play, you may trash 1 card from your hand, add 1 card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. That's pretty strong. But you have to discard cards from your hand to do that. Interesting. Jin Rumi just has a counter of 1,000, 3,000 power, and is 1 cost. We have Who's Who is a very white cat, who is 3 cost and on play, Dawn -1 to KO one of your opponent's characters with cost of 3 or less. And if you get it in the trigger, you get to just play that card. We have Black Maria, who is 2 costs and 2,000 power, and she is a blocker as well. You have page 1, which we already saw. It's 4 costs, 6,000 power, and 1,000 counter. And then lastly is Extric, who is 3 costs, has 5,000 power, and 1,000 counter. Okay. The I don't really like that -Dawn. That's but I do really like the Onigushima Island. I mean, the idea of getting 3 Dawn per turn as opposed to 2 using Onigushima seems really cool. And I do like the idea of just having this guy as 10,000 power and he has Rush. Maybe you just don't activate the -5 Dawn effect. Unless, you know, you're going to try and win that turn. Although, if you do have Onigushima, maybe. But then, you could just -7 to just, like, trash one of your opponent's lives. That's also a thing. It's interesting. I think we'll need to play it to see how the deck goes. But that is going to be the end of this video, folks, where we were looking at both of the decks. I thought I was going to do this in 2 videos, but apparently it's going to be 3. So look forward to seeing part 3 when we actually play the decks, now that we know what is actually in the decks. So that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.